My name is Stephanie Rollins. I'm a graduate student at LeTourneau University. This is a student counseling video. It is not a professional counseling video. It is for learning purposes only. This is my volunteer, Kennedy. Kennedy, thank you for volunteering today. I know it's not always easy. So, thank you for coming in. I've had a time to look at some of the evaluations that I had you fill out, and what I noticed was that you've been experiencing moderate to increased levels of anxiety and stress, and I want you to know that that's something we can address. And part of therapy is collaborating with you in setting the agenda every day. So you will be part of setting that agenda of what you would like to talk about, what you would like to work on. But I've been doing all the talking. How have you been feeling? How has this past week been for you?
It's been okay or good. I just a lot going on with work and school, so going to school full time and then we're down 2 trainers at work. So, and I also work the front desk at my job, so I'm always working or always doing something, and then after I'm done doing whatever that was, there's 100 other things I gotta do in the day. So I don't really ever stop moving, I guess. Just very 100 and nothing kind of mind pace, I guess.
How does that?
How does it
How do you
feel?
feel about that? Do you slow down any in between, or?
I guess it comes in different waves, I guess, because one minute I'll be fine, like one day it'll just not really affect me, and then some days it really bothers me, and I get frustrated with myself because I feel like I'm responsible for it changing, and I feel like if I'm not responsible, it's just something that I have to go through, and it's just a bunch of waves of different emotion, I guess, about it, but mainly just one minute I'm fine, and the next minute I'm just kind of like it's too much sometimes.
So, what do you usually do during those times when it may feel overwhelming?
I try to calm myself down. Sometimes I'll count my breaths, or I'll try to think of, well, this is where I am right now, or I don't know, just giving myself I get impatient with myself, so I try to teach myself patience again by saying, but look at what you did accomplish, rather than look at what else you have to accomplish. So that's kind of how I help myself, I guess.
So you can pull the positive out of a situation.
I like to think so, yeah.
Well, that's a great strength to have. That really is. That can help reset your thinking sometimes about a situation or an event. Part of therapy will also include setting goals. Have you thought about what your goal may be for therapy?
I think just finding better ways to cope with certain things, or just thought process in general, because it's only me and myself in here, so I mean it can get kind of overbearing at times when I can't get the other person myself to calm down in there.
Those sometimes we call automatic thoughts. Those thoughts that just pop in. And sometimes you'd be surprised how that can influence our mood. And our mood influences often how we respond and behave. So the fact that you have an idea about that process is really good. It will help us to identify maybe some of those thoughts that might not necessarily be a helpful perspective, or may not be realistic. We tend to put much higher pressure and standards on ourselves. Helps to have another one's input, family, friends. So, along with the goals that I would like to set with you, I'd like you to help with that because they're your goals, is how do you feel about homework?
Like with therapy,
Yes.
I'm open to it.
Well, if we both work on it, we can make it interesting. So just practicing some of the things we will learn in therapy during the week. And then when you come back, we can discuss how that went, what worked, and you know, how, and start creating measurement of your mood and identifying those thoughts and really evaluating them. And so that is part of what the cognitive model is, the therapy that we will be working on in these sessions. Do you have any questions? Any thoughts on how you would like to see a session go, a therapy session? What you would like to see on the agenda every day?
I don't know. I guess sometimes I just want to be listened to. So I would just want, like, I don't know about, like, having an agenda about, I mean, I want to work on practices and stuff that will help with being more patient with myself, but coming in wise, I won't always, I don't know, sometimes I just want to vent, you know, like, sometimes I just want to, I guess, lay it all on the table and go from there, because, like, I came in today, didn't really know what I was gonna say or do, but I'm open to coming in and speaking with you and you helping me figure out kind of a guideline on certain tasks and stuff that can help me when I start feeling overwhelmed or impatient.
Absolutely. We can work on capturing those thoughts, take them captive, and evaluate it. And doing that can help us see a situation differently, perhaps. At the end of every session, I will also elicit your feedback. I want to know if there's anything we need to adapt or adjust, because again, this is your therapy, and I would like to mold it around what you need and how your goals. And so that's what we're going to do in the early these initial sessions. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Yeah. So every time you come in for session, we're going to do a mood check. We're going to check Kennedy's moods and the events of your week. I want to hear about your week and how you responded to the events that unfolded that week and how you feel each time.
Okay, can do that.
Is there anything you would like to ask maybe about the model or approach that we may use, or about therapy structure itself?
If it gets to the point of, like, relationships, would I be able to bring whoever, like, if it had to do with my mom or something, could I bring my mom into a session with us at one point?
That's a good question. Absolutely, you can. You can bring a family member. Especially if that's what's comfortable to you. Certainly. I appreciate you volunteering, and appreciate you being open to talk about your anxiety or stressors or the things that trigger it so that we can identify that and tackle it and just tear it apart. So that, so you're right. You need to be aware of how you self-talk, those automatic thoughts that come into your mind, and take hold of them. And we'll work on that also. But, well, thank you. I appreciate it, and I will be looking to see you again at the next session where we're going to discuss that homework.
Okay, that sounds good.